So we're getting ready for the Annual Moonshiners swap meet this weekend. Now it's the first Monday of March. We're thinking spring. Winter's almost over. This is the weather that we were waiting for all of January and February, and it never showed up. And now here it is. I got a bunch of stuff to do today to start getting ready. Dropping off a burnt up shell frame of a side-by-side UTV, and then run out to Irvin and Jessica's and pick up a Suburban that they pulled an engine out of and don't need the rest of. Then we're gonna head home and finish getting ready for the swap meet trip. Hey look, it's another season already. I've only gone 10 miles. And it looks like there might be another season about 5 miles from here. Yep, here's that other season. Of course I got here late. They've already left. So I'm gonna try to unload this manually. Let's see how strong a Dodge Tradesman van fender is. Alright, now to go drop off this frame section at Corey's. Almost forgot, had to stop, drop off 2 tires to get switched around on wheels for this truck. Now to drop off this frame here at Corey's so we can convert a crew cab to 4-wheel drive. Now we're headed to Irvin and Jessica's to pick up this Suburban.
It was awkward.
What?
It was awkward.
What are you talking about?
Alright, off we go. We are spinning out on ice. Now everything's black ice. Still got a good 2-hour drive back home. I got a message back a bunch of people on Marketplace on some deals that are going on. I finally got this video uploaded too while I've got internet still and power here. And this happens. Facebook and Instagram are both down, like across the globe. It's not a good day for planning and communication apparently. Because I can do neither. I'm running out of time to do both. I survived the great Facebook and Instagram outage of 2024. Roll this off the trailer real quick. Didn't even have to take it out of park. Made it back here, I gotta pull the steering column out of this. And now to pull the cab trim off of that. And now to grab pair of 63-inch leaf springs. And almost lastly, I had to grab this Dodge Dana 80 rear. Okay, morning of leaving. My weather thing says it's 1 degree out. I think it's a little warmer than that, but everything's froze. I think I'm loaded. Don't have much room here in the cab. Steering column, video stuff, TV, more stuff. We're gonna hook onto the trailer and get out of here. So to check top off tire pressures on the trailer now that we're hooked up. Also ran back into the shop, got this handy little tool, which is a little caliper for wheel bolt patterns. Really handy to have to check out any wheel patterns on wheels we might want to buy and see what they are. Steve's gonna grab the other trailer tonight and then they're gonna head over tomorrow. So I want this to be video proof. Last year was 1 hard drive with the files. This year there's 3 hard drives. And the remote plus the backup remote are loaded in the truck with me, because last year I remember loading those things. They were not there when I got there, and when I came back they were still here because I didn't film it. Now I'm filming it, proof that they can't still be here if they're with me. I think we're finally about ready to go. One of my stops in Spokane, I got to stop by Nick's and pick up our swap meet cart that I left with him from last year and forgot about. Pretty sure this one is mine out of the 2. Now stop and grab my 2 wheels and tires. Alright, another quick stop in Spokane. Gotta grab my checks from snow plowing. All last month we snow plowed 1 time. I got a whopping $200 coming in, but hey, $200 is better than nothing, so we'll take it. Now headed to Moses Lake to drop off the passes for the sand square every single light is a red light trying to meet up with Brandon and drop off these passes. But we're gonna get there, drop the passes off, and get back on I-90. Passes are dropped off and we're headed on west. So today there's some rods and pistons for 454 I want to go look at. There's an intake manifold I messaged on. There's a square body Chevy truck I want to go look at around noon if he replies back. The guy has not replied back yet on the rear axle, the big heavy Dana 80 rear with springs attached that I've hauled over here and wanted to drop off the trailer first. And now I feel like I'm pretty much going to be stuck with that rear end this entire trip. So I better get back on the road and go to whatever stop is next, whoever replies back first. I feel like there's something I should probably do. Now that I've eaten, it's time to go buy some big block parts. Got pistons and rods. Now we're gonna wait to go meet up for the truck. Alright, that was a squeeze, but it was kind of neat talking with that guy briefly. He's got a whole lot of big blocks in his garage and a lot more somewhere else, and other cars and Camaros and Chevelles and all kinds of stuff. Had a 555 sitting there. He just didn't want to like pull out and start recording, taking pictures of all his stuff, obviously, you know, while we're talking. But it is interesting to meet people and, you know, kind of hear a few stories and learn a little bit about what they're into. Gonna go look at this square body now, see what it's all about. Don't have much info on it. Guy says engine is tired, runs. It's not super common you get to see mountain near that clearly. It's definitely orange, very orange. Yep, it's 454. Edelbrock 750 on it. Plug wires aren't that old. We're having some battery issues here. We're gonna have to rob another battery out of one of his trucks to get it fired up, and hopefully it'll get onto the trailer. Off we go. So I had the Chevy for a while. I had that dump bed on it. Put the dump bed on his Ford for more of a dependable rig because the motor's tired in this Chevy. And now I bought the Chevy. Somewhere back there. Oh, here's where the orange dump bed and the orange Chevy part ways. Lost title. Normally I won't mess with those, but in this case, it was in his name. He physically just lost it. I could see it was in his name. He had the registration. He met me at the Department of Licensing here. We got it transferred into my name, all nice and legal. So this truck is officially all mine. So Steve and Emily are going to meet me here near Olympia. We're going to switch trailers for whatever revised plan we have now, which is, I have no idea. All I know is I need the empty trailer. Go pick up the Tangent Scout. That one's switched over, switching this one over. Trailer switcheroo is done, and now get to head off on a tangent again. It's like a double stop, except I've been stopped more than double. So I pull over here specifically to go to a food place, and what do you know, all power is out. I'm amazing. I'm here to look at and pick up a tunnel ram I think I found. Of course, there's no parking, so I'm just gonna be parked in this turn lane while I go get it. So, bought the tunnel ram and then ended up buying another intake too. Good view of the backside of Mount St. Helens today.
You have arrived.
Where did I leave this thing at? There it is. No winching required, maybe? Well, that made loading easier. So when I kept saying one more trip, and I'll change these tires, this is the last one more trip. In fact, we're mid-trip. Supposed to switch these out before I left, but I didn't get these two till we were in Spokane, where they got mounted, so figured I'd do it along the way. Now's the time to do it. Gonna switch tires onto this, take these tires, put onto the Tangent Scout project, and then we might try to sell these at the swap meet, because we're gonna put 38s that we have on this instead. Well, that's one way to find out that the rear end is welded. Talked with Brian a little bit after I got my tires changed. We're gonna head back up to the Puyallup area, meet up with everyone else tonight, get ready for the swap meet in the morning. Hey, there's my frame I dropped off here last time, or 2 times ago, I guess. What do you want to bet this light's gonna turn red right when I get, oh. So we're gonna figure out a plan for the trailer parking situation for the night. This is the first everyone's seen this thing in person at dinner, after dinner. I got here late, but the food was later, so made it in time. They're inspecting the horrible steering. We're doing a little parking lot switcheroo action. Switch the trailers again to the revised plan, stage 3C, whatever, because they're here at the motel by the fairgrounds, and the truck and trailer's up there. So the plan is unhook this trailer. I need the spare off that to put on the back of that truck, because rear tire on the driver's side's not holding air. We're going to take the spare from this trailer, put on there, unhook this trailer, leave that truck parked in front of this with a parking pass, put that trailer behind this truck so that I can park it over the motel and drive this setup in the morning. And then they don't have to have the trailer in their parking lot. And then this setup will be here, because that's not for sale, but then I can drive that tomorrow night when I leave this inside.
No kids or dogs, no.
Pretty sure this wheel has seen better days. Come on. I drove on. Got fuel in the filter. In the filter, but it's not spraying.
So it's just the bowls are dry and the pump's dry. So it's just fuel. The filter's got fuel.
Well, I had it running for a while too. Try to dump that into the carb to prime it and see if it fires off. Like old hard fuel line.
Hard. Well, it's got like an adapter. Somebody added into it. Extra gasket for the tiny little.
Is that like a?
It's like another piece of air vent shoved over it. So
that filter's not even for this.
No, it's like a little 1/8 inch, like a lawnmower or something maybe. I thought it's all that, huh?
Well, Put some, yeah. A little on there.
Okay.
That's about it. Huh?
No, I got more. That's quite a job there. He's got to be starving for fuel. There's no way that could fill that up fast enough. Probably hard on that pump too, I think. Trying to shove 3/8 line through a 1/8 inch little filter. That's nice.
Didn't pump anything in?
Yeah, your filter's full.
Oh, is it?
I don't think it's filling the carburetor up though. Nope, nothing, no fuel.
Piece of new fuel line. Thankfully got left in the truck. Eliminate that way too small of a filter.
Some of this stuff looks new, like somebody do some wiring maybe?
He was using, it had a dump box attachment on it. He was using it to clean up the property. Couldn't even find the cutters I loaded in the toolbox, so I had to use the scissors out of the swap meet indoor box.
Got the gas there.
Unless it did just run out. So I think it just ran out of fuel right here. Now, push and pull that switch over valve lever. Maybe I switched the tank. It is pushed in.
Pulling it out now. Did it move?
Do it again.
In.
No, it's not doing anything here.
Cable, where's the cable come in at?
The cable's right here.
Okay, so it,
It's pull it. The arm is that way.
so it's
So-
like it's pulled out the whole time.
Well, the arm is that way, but I don't know what that way switches to what line. Because here's this is the return. Here's our main out.
Yep, and then each side by side is each tank.
Each tank. So I don't know what tank. Although this one looks like it hasn't.
That one smells like it's pure varnish.
Yeah.
Like not any good gas in there for years.
Cobweb-ish thing stuck to it. Makes it look like it hasn't been used recently.
Any keys maybe opens this.
Well, let me get the key. And that's all that's in the ignition.
It's doing its thing. Why is it still stuck in there?
If anyone comes out here and wonders if we're
I think it's been beat on already.
doing sketchy things, I do have the paperwork
It's really
that shows
clean.
it's in my name. Smell like gas?
Oh, it smells way better. It smells like fresh gas
Yeah.
in
Smells like there is gas in there almost.
there. Yeah, it kind of does.
Just put it in the bed. Oh, about to fall through the bed. Maybe try to
Put one strap on it.
strap it forward a little more
Just toss these ramps.
and then go take it by a gas station and just put fuel in it.
That's the same which Bert's got.
Just till it touches the axle again. Does this have a hitch?
Some sort of. I don't know. Is that custom? That's not a factory deal, is it?
Oh, it's a camper
Special type
extending bumper. This one of the bed bolts. It's one of those, 15-minute deals. Just drive the truck off the trailer and switch trailers. Be done. Go right up this hill that we were talking about. Don't have to go up any hills. Dump everything off.
This is backward. I think going down the hill would be worse.
No, it says open.
Yeah, there's dim lit.
All I gotta do is start this up, drive it off the trailer, switch trailers real quick. Nope. Here we are about an hour later. We're about 5 gallons in. We got 2 priming bottles filled. have just been out of gas right there, so now that it's unloaded, we can switch this truck to that trailer. Back the trailer in over there to park for the night. Okay, we're parked. Time to go to bed. Be up dark and early. Alright, a few hours later. Time to head back to the fairgrounds and see if someone else is in line already. Well, after the long, like block and a half drive, no one's stolen the orange truck yet, so that's good. This year they kind of swapped colors. White lane, okay. It's about 5 a.m. It looks like I'm not the first one here, but I am the first one in our color-coded lane at least. So that's good. And the main reason for that is get 5 or 6 people, and if they happen to be like in spots where they're setting up right in our line of travel to get pulled up to the to our spots, it's a pain to get this trailer in there. So we pretty much have to be first in line or, early in line. Now I wait here in the dark until it's light, and then we wait some more. Okay, so now it just turned 5 a.m. So technically I made it here just before 5 a.m. Oh, been here less than an hour and already someone's pulling up. Glad I got here when I did. And now more people pulling up. They get here earlier and earlier, so I have to get here earlier and earlier. And another rolling into my line. More and more people showing up. Y'all know it really stinks when you go to use an outhouse and your keys fall in. Here I go. Let's say it's early in the day, and thankfully there's not it's not the nastiest I've seen, thankfully. But still, this is gonna be gross. Got my glove, got my bag. In I go. Alright. Brought a couple gloves. I got that glove in the bag inside out. I successfully retrieved it. All I'm gonna say is that I am not going to be going grocery shopping and reusing this bag. Try a little hand sanitizer on the keys here. Finally did what I was supposed to do. All I'm going to say is I'm glad I don't have to go in for any more keys now. Steve and Emily are unloading the totes for the display. I've already managed to drop my keys down the outhouse. Here we are about an hour later, hour and a half later. More people showing up. So far I had this Dami 80 rear end pre-sold, these headers, and the steering column. All 3 of those people have backed out or not communicated. Some communicated and said they couldn't meet up. Went to my alternative, wanted the column. He's going to meet me here this morning, so I got to carry this out and meet him. We'll see if he actually shows up. That was the other thing I forgot to do this morning when I pulled over next to the orange truck. I was going to leave this out there so I could just meet him out there. Then I saw headlights and zoomed in here. Just stopped and talked to the guy in the Jeep. Recognized me. We had done a wheel trade last year or something. I think I traded him the stock rims and tires off the budget Suburban for some aftermarket aluminums that he had. I just made the walk over here. Gonna try to meet the guy for the steering column here at my bright orange, hey, this is where I'm at marker. I guess it's not bright orange, but I mean it's still orange enough that you can see it. And I haven't even really looked at this truck that much, to be honest. I mean, they painted over everything. Chrome, grill, the emblems, the trim, the mirrors. Steve was like, oh, did they actually mask these off? I was like, no, they probably painted over those and then the paint just wore off over time. They might have actually removed the lenses before they painted it. The bumper was painted orange at one time. Levi and Austin just pulled in and said hi to them. Brought me a cinnamon roll. I'll take it. I'll eat it. More time to inspect this truck a little more. Definitely rusty. Here's a tire and wheel switched out. Wouldn't hold air. Definitely seen better days. Trailer spares holding up fine. It's surprising this cab is actually not that bad. Never mind, it was. I was wondering what that was. Stuff that's falling out of the cab. Got a penny back. No hidden gems back here. I wonder if that jack is like holding up the stake pocket. Is that like structural? This side doesn't have one. Like Steve noticed last night, has the camper extending bumper. Like we got a Christmas light bulb there. Extra terminal. A nut. Oh, there's the gas cap we removed last night. Air filter, air cleaner housing. Another fuel filter there. Is that someone's underwear? That taillight lens is cracked, that's a shame. Mirror's seen some better days. Cab over here is pretty similar. Oh, it does actually have the sticker. Oh, look at this. We got, it's a G80 410 with a gov lock. Factory 454. Camper special. Original Killarney green. That's why the original registration said green and white. Even though it is very orange on the outside. There was the green and then white. See, yeah, they definitely did paint over the drip rails too, and the driver's one wore off. This, the Cheyenne, was the higher end model to have the headliner and the trim. Pull cable, fuel tank selector, manual, which is that cable that runs through the cab, which obviously is seized and not working. No door panel there. This one's still got the wood trim, but minus the other trim. These handles are kind of hard to get. That one's still there, kind of. That door closes really good. Alright, so I just picked up the steering column, talked to him a little bit. Son's got a Cummins converted 86 Chevy that the steering column's going in, so that's kind of neat. Anyways, I'll keep tinkering with the old orange here. Turn the idle screw up with the dime. Oh wow, that doesn't look safe. For now, we'll just crank up on the idle. Maybe the penny will work. No, need a dime. Speaking of dimes, heck, this truck's a jackpot. Look at all this money just rolling in it. Wow, this, for being a newer carb, is really stiff. I'm sure the timing's off too. He said that he was trying to mess with the rocker arms over here, valve adjustment. It definitely sounds like the rocker arms are loose. I don't even know where he's got these set at. You can definitely hear lifter clattering, especially on the passenger bank. Up a little more maybe. New fuel line from last night. Oh, we got some leaks going on. Probably should get the fire extinguisher in this truck. It's just a single glass pack. That's heater controlled. I'm kind of wondering where that choke cable is hooked up is ran to. So the choke cable runs in there. I guess it's this. This motor's tired. It's not smoking though. Definitely got a miss. Don't think we're going to be doing any burnouts in this truck. But it's a driver. this will drive to the motel and back tonight. Transmission's solid though. Walk back over. Quite a few more that have shown up. Making any deals yet?
Yeah, I bought this. We're gonna put it on Austin's truck to slow global warming.
There's a guy with a plow mount over there that you can't buy now.
Yeah, he bought a plow mount over there.
The only one I found so far.
Meyer.
Total ripoff though. The guy wanted $50 for the thing.
50 bucks.
With a pump.
There was a whole plow set up here one year for 75.
Exactly. Yeah.
Trying to make you feel bad, Al.
Inflation though, that was years ago though.
Bidenomics is working.
$75 back then was like, you know, $1,500 now, you know.
Yeah.
Warning 274s.
No, here, we're gonna make it simple. There you go. There's $20. There we go.
What'd you buy?
Oh my goodness.
So apparently the bag, the turd bag that I went in that I had on the trailer because I didn't want to put it in the truck, they thought was clean, and Justin put his turbo inside the turd bag that's been in the outhouse. So I think they want to make sure they sell the turbo today.
It was raining.
Yeah, well, it's I think the rain was cleaner than what's on that bag. Oh, don't touch it anymore. The outside was the inside.
I'll knock $10 off, $70. The bag comes with it.
Don't tell them what happened.
Well,
Don't tell them where that bag was. It's dried out.
$70. The flanges are there.
It was more of the blue stuff that was all over it instead of anything brown. Well, I think it might be close to go time, so we better get ready to go. Let's go the first few in that row. In we go. So this year I remembered the TV, remembered the hard drive, but thankfully Dale's here because he found out I need media player, which is not installed on this TV. So even if I would have brought those things last year, I couldn't have played the hard drive anyways.
We could have. You'd have had to.
I wouldn't have done that.
You'd have had to hotspot off Justin's phone.
Wouldn't have figured it out. All right, radiator here. Well, Justin doesn't have a winch now.
Yeah.
On and off.
Oh, here's a remote if you want to keep that separate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I gotta find something. Still haven't bought anything yet. Okay, so I bought $9 worth of dollar items. These battery terminal cleaners. I bought a fuel cell for $30, $10 remote, and 2 stub shafts for $25. What we got?
So I got my scuba tank set up that I've always wanted, the onboard air scuba tank. It says both winches for $500. So we waited out in the rain, got soaked, and waited
Till he showed up.
probably half an hour.
No one was there.
No
No,
one.
almost all the time we
And then all of a sudden he's like, "Yep, these guys are it," and they
As
can
soon
walk
as the
right
sun
up
came
to it.
out,
Yeah.
you know he's hiding from the rain.
And then we got this for the gin crane truck. So we got that was a.
And these came with remotes too.
One did.
One had
One.
a remote.
Yeah, he said something to do with this brake.
Third gear,
Yeah,
yeah.
is off, but there's one on this one.
So there's enough to make a good one out of
Yeah,
both.
and then this one I paid $250 for. He said $500, I took $400. I asked him $400, and he told I'd take it.
There's a fro right there, as seen on Don Cooper's video.
And the tool I'm using to split these cedar shakes is a tool made exactly for the purpose you see it being used. And it's a fro.
Well, most recent purchase, I bought 3 engine stands from Cody over there. Justin's deals, he's bought more than I have. Sold a Cummins adapter I had, pair of steps. They came in the back of the truck for $10. Be a tailgater, back of Dale's truck. Got to ride back out to Old Orange. Well, it's still here. Okay, so get to see if this will drive to the motel room way over there. So I got 1 headlight, no tail lights, but that's okay. probably not going to drive this all the way to dinner. Brakes are a little less than to be desired. Oh yeah, we're popping back to the car. Oh yeah, runs great. Oh boy, there's noises. Made it the long block away. I don't know if that's a knock or a rattle or it doesn't sound good. But we're here. Instead of calling it Old Orange, gonna have to call it Old Rattler. Got to our annual swap meet dinner. Had to hitch a ride. Steve and Emily's truck. Zoo Falls are here. Chuck's not feeling good. But we're gonna go eat. If we're done eating, nap time. Ice cream. Trickling on out. We got a to-go order. And then it's time to sleep. Well, it's just after 6. We've lost an hour, so it's the equivalent of just after 5 yesterday. Still dark. See if the old orange will start. Alright. Fires right off. Somehow the taillights are working this morning. It's the most legal I've ever been. Tried high beams on the lights. Passenger side is still out. I wonder, maybe it's just unplugged from... Look at that. It was just unplugged. Now we're fully legal. Oh. Just gonna keep it going.
Get some momentum for the hill here.
Oh no. We got torque. Turn signal. Nope, that's a no-go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it shifted way faster this time. Beats walking. Oh, what was that? Just because you're not towing a trailer doesn't mean you can cut corners. That.
I thought that was going to be your pulled over moment right there.
Should probably check the battery now.
Oh, I don't hear it clicking in the fan.
I'll make sure that battery's not rolling around. Oh, still good. Steve's batteries. I just don't want to mess it up.
That's how you know it's a good new battery, when it's all scarred up and halfway eaten through the whole battery cell because of the fan rubbing all up on it. Oh man, yeah, that's going.
It was like perfectly calm like 5 minutes ago.
I had a headwind pushing in my wheelchair yesterday, and I had to stop to save my hat, and it started blowing me backwards. And some dude's like, whoa. 124.
That rattling noise. 119.
Okay. I'm not a trailer,
Yeah, right next to Zoo Falls trailer. That makes sense.
Literally right behind me. It's up sick.
I was trying to buy that spot again, but someone else had already so I couldn't rebuy it.
It's really grabbing gear now. This train likes it.
Oh, the trainie's solid.
Yeah.
Motor's not too solid. I think that no oil pressure is actually pretty true at this point. Like we just pretend. Make our way back into the indoor spots. Guess we'll get the old media going, TV stuff going. All right, get some videos started here. See if this stays on autoplay.
Oh, before the crowd comes?
Wonder what. Wasn't somebody saying something about creek? Some more hubs, some grinding discs, some U-bolts, ratchet strap, lift springs, chains. Just got scones. Scones and a strawberry shortcake.
Is it a switch or something? Or is it a...
So, you push the brake.
So Emily's booth here. We got sand scorpions over here. And open to the public now. Everyone's trickling in. Tried to use this cart now that we got a 14-volt carrier and some parts on it. Wants to steer hard right, so that's how I gotta push it to go straight now. Oh look, we got sand scorpion stickers here.
Lots of them.
I don't think you want to put them on the janitor's cart.
Bigger?
It was 2.5 ton Rockwell knuckle in a backpack. Got a fuel tank, hose reel, Austin's plaque, winch remotes. Apparently they went shopping for some tires. I'm gonna drop this tank off here.
So you spin that handle like 50 seconds.
Well done. There's a perfect starter right here.
Not sure what Fred just bought, but do not enter. I mean, where's this sign going?
This is gonna go on my driveway, and I own it. They can't say I didn't see the sign.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm gonna trade these rims and tires off the Tangent Scout. Trade these in on off a motor. They'll come back and get it another day, and then I don't have to haul them home across the state. She goes, putting her to work. All right, see you later. I don't know what they bought now. Last got some aluminum valve covers that have been painted, and a mystery mini starter for 30 bucks. An adjustable hitch for $5. Justin got some chain binders and a air intake tube. Got these camper jacks. We're gonna start getting loaded up, and everyone else is starting to pack up and get out of here. Most of our stuff's loaded up. We gotta wait for everyone else to get out of our path of exiting. For the most part, we got everything loaded on the trailer so we can pull out of here and then resituate outside in the parking lot between the trucks and load Old Orange onto this trailer.
Yeah.
Got John pulling out. A lot easier to maneuver with rear steer. And everyone getting ready to pull out here. Alright. Yeah, we'll see you then. Oh, it was you that bought the hand pump sink?
No, Brandon bought it. He doesn't have
did he?
he doesn't have an eye wash station or nothing in his shop or no water. So
Yeah.
he's like, perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all alone, you get shit in your eye.
Yeah.
My belt, I put a new power steering pump on it before we came, and I was trying to reject the trail gear pump right now.
Oh, geez.
Let's just kick the belt off again. Look at the belts on the ground right there. So I just pulled it on the trailer with no front steering and no alternator. So my PSE pump, I think the depth on it is different.
Huh.
Yeah, but I just kicked the belt again. So luckily it got on the trailer. So
Yeah. Still don't have a clear exit, so gotta wait a little bit more. Cody gave me a antifreeze thing, help him load his boat. We're gonna get the last stuff on here, get out to the parking lot where they're waiting for us.
Traffic on the way out.
Okay, now that we're out, we gotta resituate everything and load that truck. Trailer with the Tangent Scout up behind Steve and Emily's truck.
There it is there.
Steve got his full hydro double-ended ram for the Xterra. driving this far east and still had light in the sky coming home. Getting fuel. Gonna check all the tie downs. Everything on the load. Alright, we just stuffed our faces with food. 12 minutes to spare.
Yeah. 4 minutes to spare.
Oh, I thought they were closing like right now. I thought it was 2 minutes ago, a minute ago. They're locking the doors right now.
They just locked the doors behind us.
Well, they kept Justin then, huh? Oh, no, he's over there.
Just dropped off the radiator. Got from Kenny. Now, I gotta go home and go to sleep. Maybe it's not the very earliest we've been back, but it's pretty close.